Good evening, people. Good evening, people. Arno TV is live once again on YouTube. And we've not been on for about 10 days or so. Had some musical things to prepare for. And I've also been working further away from home, so working times have been odd as well. So I've just physically not had time to come on. But don't think for one moment I have not been aware and seeing what is going on. Because at the moment there is an operation cover-up going on multiple fronts, isn't there? And Arno TV is here to bring the exposing of this to you and show you people out there who these people are and exactly what they're up to. Because what has been going on over the last 10 days is absolutely unbelievable, disgusting, and if any of the public out there are falling for any of this, then it's about time that a few people had a few sharp reminders of what these vile, despicable, abhorrent people did to you. Okay, so let's just go over to the internet, shall we? Because let's start with this story, okay? Let's start with this story about Matt Hancock on I'm a Celebrity. First of all, Matt Hancock is no celebrity. This man is an absolute disgrace. He's abhorrent, this man, and he's got a lot to answer for, as anybody who's ever watched this channel knows all about. But for anybody out there that has got short memories, yeah, about what this man has done, well, we're going to go over what this bloke's done to you, yeah? So let's just have a look at some clips here of I'm a Celebrity, okay? Apparently, this is a grilling and a confrontation of Matt Hancock, yeah? What is going on here is an absolute disgrace. These people are trying to cover up exactly what they've done, okay? And don't be fooled for one moment what these people have done to you. So let's have a little listen and a little look at what this despicable, vile individual has been saying on TV, okay, in the last 10 days. Let's have a look at this clip, shall we?
What's the plan? Come out of here, write a book.
Well, I've just finished a book, Pandemic Diaries. Yeah.
Pandemic Diaries, yeah? He's just finished a book called Pandemic Diaries. I bet you anything, people, it doesn't have the kind of information that we're going to be speaking about momentarily in it, does it? This man is on here trying to portray himself as a victim. It's an absolute joke what is going on, and this man is no kind of celebrity. So for anybody out there that's watching this and thinks he's a celebrity, you need to get a serious reality check, people. This man is vile.
That's what it says on the tin.
How warts and all is it?
Totally tells the story straight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Needs telling. And also, there's going to be...
You're damn right, Matt. It does need telling. But one thing's for damn sure. The truth is not going to come from you, is it?
An inquiry. That will tell the story straight as well.
So are these bush tucker trials practice for your big trial?
Oh, it's all so funny, isn't it? They're all laughing, yeah? You think it's a coincidence, yeah? Do you think it's a coincidence that this guy has buggered off into the jungle just before this inquiry is going to start? Do you think that's a coincidence? Because these people, like we've told you all along, these people want to create a completely separate world for them to live in, where they can do whatever they want, break any rules that they want, disregard anything that they want to, and nothing will ever happen to them. That is what these vile people are up to. So, you know, let's listen more about what this vile individual's got to say for himself.
Grilled by a lioness.
Yeah.
Whilst wearing a pair of swimming trunks and slippers, I seem to have started some kind of debate. You got a lockdown fine, didn't you?
No, of course I didn't.
I thought you broke
Of course, he didn't get a fine, did he?
lockdown rules.
No, I did not.
All right,
I didn't break
Tiger.
any.
You were socialising someone outside of your household.
I didn't
Didn't break any lockdown rules, did he not, Matt Hancock?
break any laws. Guidance is different, but anyway, I don't want to go.
Oh, so there's a rule and there's...
Oh, so guidance is different than the law, is it? So you were quite happy, weren't you, for the police to enforce this draconian so-called guidance on the public, but these rules didn't apply to you, did they? You're a disgrace, mate, an absolute disgrace.
Guidance.
The guidance is guidance.
Right.
But the problem was it
Apart
was
from the
my
police
guidance.
actually sort
Exactly.
of-
That's why. So
Why did you break your own
walking around.
guidance?
because
It's guidance.
it was a mistake because I fell in love with somebody and we
And
all
I
know
was
what
taken
happened.
by...
Oh, he fell in love, did he? Our hearts are bleeding for him, are they? This man's an absolute joke! What the hell is he doing on TV on a reality show? He's supposed to be an MP, is he? This is an absolute farce. And if any of you people out there are falling for any of this, seriously, there is no hope for you if you are falling for any of this.
Well, it's true. In a way, lots of the campmates ask questions that the public have got as well, and it's only respectful to just give completely straight and truthful answers.
Straight and truthful answers, yeah? One thing we can be 100% sure about is we are not going to get straight and truthful answers from Matt Hancock. This man has a lot, like I've been telling you all along, has a lot to answer for.
But you did it anyway.
Well, that's why I apologise for it. I feel very,
But it's that kind of, you just do it and then afterwards it's like, oh, I'm sorry.
No, because it's bigger than that. It's not like a sort of thing.
It's
that you just
massively
say,
bigger.
It's bigger than that. Let me remind people out there, there were people that weren't allowed to see their dying relatives, okay? People were not allowed to do that. And this man, as the goal shows, bigger than that, yeah? This man is an absolute disgrace. He should be dragged into Parliament, like I've been saying all along, and he should be made to answer questions about who he's working with, what agendas he's been pushing, and what the hell he has been up to. And we're going to come to that in a moment.
Sorry.
My aunt died from COVID in the first wave.
Yeah.
So we couldn't go to the hospital to go and visit her.
Yeah.
I had to sit by myself in the church at her funeral. We couldn't hug each other because we were following guidance.
Yeah.
And I get that you fell in love. I understand all of those things.
Yeah.
But sorry, for a lot of families, like mine, doesn't really cut it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. And that's one of the reasons that I regret it as much as I do.
Do you have regret?
He sounds really sorry, doesn't he, Matt Hancock? He sounds devastated, doesn't he? He's a disgrace.
The way that as health minister, you dealt with the pandemic as a whole.
So the pandemic as a whole, no, I'm much, much more robust in my defence of it. Because
Oh, he's quite happy with the way he handled the pandemic, is he? He's quite happy at the draconian measures and rules that him and all his cronies put down on us. Yeah, he's happy about that, is he? Is he happy about giving companies like AstraZeneca, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, etc.? Is he happy about giving these companies legal indemnity from prosecution? Is he? Is he? This man is an absolute disgrace. A disgrace. And don't be fooled by this vile individual.
because
Even when PPE with carers
Yeah.
and with old people's homes.
yeah, so PPE, for instance, I know, of course, I saw what happened to it, but that's because we suddenly needed masses more PPE, and so did everybody else in the world. And care homes, there's reasons for the decisions that were taken, and ultimately,
I bet he doesn't mention Midazolam, does he?
those problems were caused by the virus, not the people who were trying to solve the problem.
It was a lot, but you tend to get the best out of people when their guards are down and they feel safe.
We were liking you on the telly on the daily briefings.
No, we weren't. No, we weren't. We could see you power tripping from what you were doing. You see, this man, these people, they're so deluded, they'll actually think by going on here that they're going to become popular, yeah? This is an absolute farce that someone like this has been allowed onto a reality programme. This is an absolute disgrace, and it should show you, like we've been telling you, they're all working hand in hand, and the media are working hand in hand with these people, and we will come on to that shortly.
Thanks.
You were articulate and human. And I think that's why a lot of people felt let down
Yeah.
a bit. And I'm like, oh, you bellend. Why couldn't you have just been like...
Just got to the end.
Yeah. But look, tomorrow is another day.
And I think that's we've covered everything.
Yeah.
We should
I think we've
stop.
got
What
that.
I do appreciate is that you did eat a sheep's vagina for us. And life isn't black and white, and we are all fallible,
Yeah.
and we all
We're all
up.
human, yeah.
It was the elephant in the room, wasn't
Unbelievable. What, we'll just draw a line under the sand now, yeah? This is an absolute disgrace, and everybody out there should be utterly disgusted and appalled that this is what is on TV, okay? These people think that you're all stupid and you've got very, very short memories. Well, I'm about to remind you of what these people did to you.
it? And I was glad that he said it, and a line should be drawn beneath it, and the elephant has departed.
Well done. Well done.
Do you know what it is, actually? What I'm really looking for is a bit of forgiveness. That's
A bit of forgiveness, Matt Hancock, yeah? I and a lot of people will never, ever forget or forgive what you have done, okay? And let's get it. I can't watch any more of this vile specimen of a human being on ice screen anymore. This man is abhorrent, and the fact that he's on this programme is a disgrace. So let's remind a few people of what Matt Hancock got up to in the pandemic, shall we? Because Matt Hancock was health secretary, wasn't he? Yeah? And Matt Hancock was working hand in hand with the MHRA, wasn't he? And, let's remind people of this. On the Tenders Electronic Daily website, what our government, because all the key decisions, in the pandemic were made by Sunak, Johnson and Hancock, weren't they? Okay, let's not forget that. And what our despicable government, Hancock, Sunak and Johnson did under the table, yeah? Because just to remind everybody out there, we're not in the EU, are we anymore? Okay? But in 2020, we were still leaving the EU, weren't we? And until the 31st of January that year, we were still in the EU, weren't we? And what Matt Hancock, okay, what he did under the table is he put out to tender. Him and the MHRA put out to tender, didn't they? On this website, the TED Tenders Electronic Daily, which is a supplement to the official journal of the EU. And if you want to go and look at this on this website, then if you go on to, I've left the link in the description anyway, but if you wanted to search it yourself, just to be 100% sure that this is not conspiracy theory, then just search on this website, supplies-506-291-2020, and what's going to come up is a contract that our despicable government put out to tender under the table while they thought no one was looking while we were leaving the EU, yeah? And what's this contract about? This contract, yeah, that they spent £1.5 million on, excluding VAT. What this contract is to do with is a brand new AI software tool that these people spent £1.5 million on to track all the high volumes of adverse drug reactions that they were expecting from these COVID-19 vaccines, weren't they? And who did that contract go to again? Yeah? Let me tell you about who Matt Hancock is, yeah? And the kind of things that Matt Hancock does and the kind of people he's involved with, yeah? Who did this contract go to again for £1.5 million? That's right, like it says down here, Genpact UK, yeah? And who are Genpact? Well, for anybody that doesn't know, Genpact are an Indian company, aren't they? Aren't they? And Matt Hancock, Matt Hancock in 2014, like it says here on the government website, him, David Cameron, Vince Cable and Oliver Letwin, they greeted this Indian Angels Business Network, didn't they, at Downing Street to discuss all future sort of relations that they could have with this group, And this was on the 25th of February 2014, wasn't it? As it says here on .gov.uk. And at this meeting, if you look down at the key members of this group, who's this down here? This chap here? I'll highlight it for you. Pramad Basin, And who's he? Who is he? He just happens to be the founder and vice chairman of Genpact, didn't he? So this contract that our government spent £1.5 million on just happened to go to a company that's had an association with Matt Hancock since 2014, all right? And Genpact, Genpact, who are they working with? Oh, that's right. They're working hand in hand with Klaus Schwab and all of his acolytes over at the World Economic Forum, pushing the agendas that we've been telling you about all along on this channel. Okay, that is who Genpact are, and here's an article on their own website about their attendance of Davos in 2020, the year that the pandemic started. Okay, these people are working hand in hand with Klaus Schwab, just like the rest of them, okay? And, what else was Matt Hancock doing in the pandemic? Oh, that's right. He was dishing out contracts, wasn't he, to his mates like this guy, Alex Bourne, who used to run a pub, who had zero experience at all, but was suddenly dished out, as it says here in the article in The Guardian, a multi-million-pound contract, via a distributor to supply vials for COVID testing. Now, isn't that just a coincidence? And who's Matt Hancock working with, apart from dishing contracts out to his mates in the UK? Who's his mentor again? And who's he working hand in hand with? Oh, that's right, like it says here on his own Twitter account. Delighted we've agreed to work even closer with the hashtag World Economic Forum and their Centre for the Fourth Industrial Revolution, to help make hashtag AI work for everybody. Hashtag Davos 2018. Now, isn't it just a coincidence that in 2018 he's pushing AI work at Davos with Klaus Schwab, and here he is, working hand in hand with him there in his photo, his mentor, and it just happens that Genpact, who are also working with Klaus Schwab and all his acolytes, are dished out an AI contract to do with COVID, Yeah, that's just all a coincidence, is it? These people think you're absolutely stupid. It's talking about guidance, Oh, it was only guidance I broke, on I'm a Celebrity. He was quite happy for the police, For the police to be, attacking anti-lockdown protesters, wasn't he? You remember stuff like this? Arno TV is here to remind you of stuff like this, because this is what Matt Hancock was happy for the police to do for people who are peacefully protesting, against these draconian measures. Look, this is what Matt Hancock enforced on you. This is Matt Hancock. You forgot this, have you? This is what people like Matt Hancock did to you.
What's she done against the law? What has she done? What has she done? Stop it now! What has she done? I take the door and you take it down. Legal arrest. No, first. This is illegal. You need to move on, please. Thank you. You'll be liable for arrest. You
all got short memories because this is what they were happy to do to all of us, This is what Matt Hancock's all about. And his mates. So when I've told you people out there that these people have a lot to answer for, I'm not making it up. Have you all forgotten what these people did to you? So when you see him on TV, think about stuff like this, because I guarantee you will not see any of this in his pathetic, grubby little book that he's going to be bringing out, yeah? Again, lying in his own filthy little pockets, and he's so deluded, this idiot, he probably thinks it's going to be a bestseller as well. That is who Matt Hancock is. It's an absolute disgrace what is going on, and the fact that he is on I'm a Celebrity. Matt Hancock is no kind of celebrity at all. And that moves me on to the next Operation Cover-Up that's been going on, yeah? Remember me telling you that these people were funneling stories through the Daily Mail trying to cover up what was going on with Prince Andrew and Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein, that whole thing. Do you remember me telling you that? Do you remember me telling you that? What I woke up and saw the other day, I can hardly believe what I'm reading, yeah? And the operation of not only cover up, yeah, the operation of turnaround has officially begun here, again in the Daily Mail. And for anybody who wonders what the hell I am talking about, I'm talking about this, okay? Prince Andrew's accuser, Virginia Roberts, now says she may have made a mistake when she said she was forced to have sex with Alan Dershowitz at the bidding of Epstein, as she sensationally drops the case. Okay, what this article is about in the Daily Mail is Virginia Roberts has been taking legal action against one of these named people in this sweetheart deal, I believe, Dershowitz, yeah? One of these people connected into all this, and suddenly has made a mistake, okay? And now these people are pushing the narrative that Prince Andrew was an absolute fool to settle this case with her. And now these people are saying that all of the things that she has said now has to be brought into question. Yeah, that is what's going on. And guess who else is pushing this same thing? Oh, that's right, in The Guardian too, yeah? This is an absolute disgrace. And like I've told you, the operation of turnaround is officially on, okay? And this is absolutely unbelievable, because what this does, yeah? Just bear with me, someone's trying to call me and I've got to turn this phone off. I do apologise. Right, so where was I? So the operation of turnaround, like I told you, is officially on, okay? And what this is going to do, what these people are trying to do, is they are trying to basically discredit anyone else that wants to come forward. And this woman's been paid out, yeah? She's been paid out God knows how many millions, yeah? Well, let me tell you what's going to happen now, yeah? This Virginia Roberts now is suddenly going to become the guilty party, yeah? And she's going to have it all pinned on her, yeah? That is what's going to happen. And remember you heard me speaking about this, because that is exactly what these people are going to do, okay? And that sends out a very, very clear message for anyone that ever wants to come forward against these elites for doing this kind of thing, that this is what's going to happen to you. And you mark my word, they're going to be turning this around big time now. And you remember that interview, that car crash interview? Be prepared. They are going to be ramming that down your throats before long. You mark my words. That's exactly what these people are going to do. And who's broke this story again? The Daily Mail, yeah? The Daily Mail have broken it again. And just remind me again, where was Prince Andrew Where was Prince Andrew when all these allegations originally came out and came to surface in 2015? Where was he again? Oh, that's right. He was in Davos, wasn't he, with Klaus Schwab, pushing the agendas of the Great Reset, the Fourth Industrial Revolution, etc. Wasn't he? Wasn't he? And who is working with Klaus Schwab again? Oh, that's right. Ghislaine Maxwell's sister, Isabel S. Maxwell, works with Klaus Schwab, does she? That's another coincidence, isn't it? And during the trial of Ghislaine Maxwell, remember that juror that nearly collapsed the trial? Who did he speak to? Oh, that's right. He spoke to the Daily Mail, didn't he? Didn't he? And who used to be the director of the Daily Mail again? Oh, that's right. Professor Klaus Schwab used to be the director of the Daily Mail, did he? Did he? From June 1998 till December 2004, did he? So, when I told you that these people were funneling stories through the Daily Mail and that the Daily Mail work hand in hand with Klaus Schwab, do you think I'm making all this up? Do you think I'm making all this up? And who else has been pushing this story about Virginia Giuffre? Yeah, The Guardian. Yeah, and who owns The Guardian again? Oh, that's right, it's the Scots Trust Limited, isn't it? And they own The Guardian Media Group and The Observer, like it says here on Wikipedia, doesn't it? And who owns the Scots Trust Limited, like it says down here on their Wikipedia page? It's a company called Apax Partners, isn't it? Because on the 4th of March 2014, the Apax Partners, a venture capital firm, increased its share to become the sole shareholder in the business, didn't it? And Apax Partners, yeah? This is their Wikipedia page, yeah? Who are they working with again? Oh, that's right. Apax Partners are working with the World Economic Forum, aren't they? So, hang on a minute. Klaus Schwab used to be the director of the Daily Mail, yeah? And Apax Partners, who own The Guardian, yeah, and The Observer, yeah, they're working with Schwab as well. And these two papers just happen to be, pushing this story, yeah? This story about, Virginia Roberts. Can you people not see what's going on here? And do you know what this made me think about, yeah? What's going on here, yeah? Because this has all happened before, hasn't it? Have people got short memories, yeah? Do you not remember this guy, Carl Beach, yeah? Operation Midland, yeah? When this guy, accused VIP nonsense in Westminster, yeah? And was paid out rather like Virginia Roberts. And what happened to him? All of a sudden, this guy is apparently now completely telling lies and he's in prison for 18 years. So, do you not see what's happening here? This is a carbon copy of Carl Beach. And I am telling you, they are going to make Virginia Roberts or Giuffre or whatever she goes under these days, they are going to make her public enemy number one. And all of a sudden, all this stuff about Ghislaine Maxwell and Andrew is suddenly going to be regarded as absolute rubbish. That is what these people are doing, and they're pushing these stories through the Mail and the Guardian. Like I've told you, these people are nonce protectors as well. That is what's going on. It's an absolute disgrace. This is an absolute cover-up. And you remember that you heard me tell you what was going to happen with this story. And I'll tell you something else as well. I'll tell you something else. You know that picture that had, Andrew and Virginia Roberts in, yeah? Something else I'm going to call right now. That picture is going to turn out to be fake, or they are going to tell you that that picture is fake. And you know what? I've always thought that picture was fake, because there's something that doesn't look quite right about that photo. If you start looking at that photo very closely, there's a lot of contrast issues, there's shadows that don't seem to be accurate. This is what is going on. This Virginia Giuffre, I'm starting to think she's been a plant all along, rather like Scotty David. You know, who are you working with, Scotty David? Where have you disappeared to after nearly collapsing that trial? This is what's going on with these people. And who has been pushing stories, you know, who has been pushing stories in the last few days about Ghislaine Maxwell? Oh, that's right, it's the Daily Mail again, is it? Apparently, Miss Popularity, Ghislaine Maxwell's life behind bars is hardly bleak as the sought-after ex-socialite strolls with prison pal is chosen to lead Battle of Units checkers competition and guides inmates to the best romance books in the library. So there, you know, they are pushing stories now about Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah, she is the next one they're going to turn it around for. And like I told you all along, we are going to suddenly find out she is out. And I'm starting to doubt if she's actually there in the first place. Because what is going on here is an absolute turnaround, and the complete turnaround of this at the end, you mark my words, will be, oh, Prince Andrew's innocent, he had nothing to do with it, yeah? That is what these people are up to. This is an absolute disgrace. So just remember that you heard this here first, because this is exactly what these people are going to do, okay? This is the kind of people that we are dealing with, and we're at the end of 2022, and this is where we're at, people. This is where we're at. It's an absolute disgrace. So just remember, I told you that, okay? Because you mark my words, it's going to pan out exactly like I've just told you. And it's a carbon copy of what happened to Carl Beach. And for anybody that doesn't know what I'm talking about with this Carl Beach case, I suggest you go do some research. I've left the links in the description that we've spoken about on this channel tonight, okay? But this is what is happening, people, and this is the kind of world that these people have taken us into. So for anyone out there that's got very short memories, it's time to remind these people of, we know exactly who they are, who they're working with, what agendas they're pushing, and they have a lot to answer for. And there's absolutely zero doubts about this anymore. Okay, so if you've enjoyed this quick episode tonight of Arno TV and you like this channel, then please subscribe to it, yeah? And once you do, ring the notification bell so I can inform you people out there about future streams that I'm going to be putting out, future videos that I'm going to be putting out about all these people and what they're up to. Because as I promised you, I'm not going to stay silent while these people do this, rip up democracy, create this new world. No way! I am not going to comply with these people. They are an absolute disgrace, and for anyone out there that wants to forget what these people have done, well, I'm sorry, I'm not willing to. And that is where we are at the end of 2022. Okay, so for tonight, I'm going to call it a night. Obviously, someone's trying to get a hold of me, typically in the middle of a stream. So I will be back soon with some more videos for you. But until I am, I want everyone out there to take care of themselves and their friends and family. But whatever you do, people, stop listening to these people and start to accept that what we've been telling you all along is exactly what is going on. And do not doubt the lengths that these people will go to, because they work hand in hand with the media to cover their vile, dirty little sordid worlds up. That is what is going on. So we'll be back soon. Take care. Until then, stay rock and roll.